welcome back to Geek Out of the State. It's Friday and we're having fun. And I just got back from PAX, the first PAX South 2018, first day.
Whoopee!
So it seems smaller this year.
I didn't go because I don't care.
Well, you went last night.
So I went last night though because it was a charity board gaming event for like San Antonio Nerd Night, and it was for CASA, which I want to eventually volunteer for CASA. I can't. If it doesn't like break my heart forever, I want to try to
advocacy
of San Antonio. Yeah, so they help kids that have been removed from their homes because of domestic violence. So they help them through the court systems. They help them transition. Sometimes these kids have to go to foster care. So it's kind of a big deal, especially because San Antonio is like, unfortunately, one of the leading places in the nation for child abuse. So it's a really big job. So they can use all of the funds and the help that they can get. So it was something that was really important to me, this charity. So I definitely wanted to go out. And I always want to go out and support Stephanie and the San Antonio Nerd Night because she always does really great charity events. And she helps us with running our tabletop gaming convention, Game Expo. Yeah. She's, one of our staff members and is really integral. And she's really big with like trying to help us build the gaming community here in San Antonio.
She had some really cool pins made. That we got last night. That was pretty cool.
Yeah, so she has some good stuff, some really good stuff going on. So I just hope that she keeps blossoming and that she's able to help these charities out because I think it's a really big deal. So
definitely. And you should do it too, Black and Silver Diamond. Thanks for watching.
Yes, you should. And then we went with, we also met some friends of ours because we're kind of cool in the tabletop gaming industry. And so some of our friends were here from Indie Board and Card, and they had donated some stuff. So they came down and played some games with us and stuff like that. And then y'all have probably seen Lene on our show before, too, from Master Photography by LG. And she was out there, too, doing some photos. She's getting ready to transition to a new studio space and everything, so people can kind of see.
Really nice studio space with a lot of space, a lot bigger than she had with the one she was sharing.
Yeah. So she does really great, like cosplay photos, anime. Well, she does regular photos too, like your senior photos and stuff. But she does green screen work, so it's like kind of fun. For me, it's fun, like when you're in costume.
I really like her nature.
Oh my God, yeah. Her nature stuff is phenomenal because she's also a scientist, which is kind of cool, which is kind of geeky too. So we just know all these geeky people, Vince.
Yeah. But talking about geeky things, we're going to talk about Geeky TV today and talk about.
Oh, well, I thought you were going to head us off and give us a little bit about PAX before we talk about TV.
Oh, well, PAX, I came in there. Well, I'm actually not there as media officially, but I am doing a little bit of media here or there. If you saw the video that I posted, like 45 minutes,
like 2 hours ago now, yeah.
2 hours ago. I talked to Chris from Alienware again this year.
I saw that.
So that was kind of cool.
Did they have the cool lanyards again this year or no?
Yeah, but they're red.
Oh,
they're
cool.
red this year.
So they have these like LED lanyards and you push on them and they light up and they're pretty cool. Vince got one last year. I'm sure it's around. I'm like, it's laying around here somewhere. Oh yeah, it's right there. Because can you hand me that, Stuart? Because Stuart and I were playing with it before. So Alienware, and then it lights up. I don't know if you can see it because there's light in here, and then it does like this different like lighty thing, and this other lighty thing, and then it turns off. So it has
and the other one does the same thing. It's just red.
It's just red. Yeah, so that's pretty cool.
They also had like a hoodie that you could buy that has like the that lit up lighting like all the way down on each side of the zipper.
Oh, that's cool.
So
and then what were they doing at their booth? They're just showing people like what capacity Alienware
they're showing
has.
them their mobile broadcasting trailer, and they had a streamer there.
And what was the big dragon? I saw some big dragon in your video.
That was part of Monster Hunter from Capcom. So that was cool.
Monster Hunter is not
Monster Ranch.
Oh, I liked that one because then you could put the other CDs in, and then you would put in like your music CD, and it would pop up and make your creature. Did you ever play that game?
Monster Rancher.
Yeah.
I know what Monster Rancher is.
It was fun because you just like put a random CD and then you would get
big yellow eyeball thing. That's about all I know.
Oh.
Oh yeah.
I mean, it would change. It would change depending on like what kind of CD you put in there or whatever. So
you
I
could put
thought
a
that was
game in
cool.
there, and it would be something different. I forget which one was like a dragon. There was a specific one that you put in, and it was a dragon. I think it was the Red Hot Chili Peppers or something like that.
Something like that, yeah. Yeah, that was a fun game. It's too bad that went away because that was kind of a fun game. So the big dragon looked cool. To me, it looked a little smaller than last year. Was it
seemed
smaller?
a little smaller because Twitch didn't have as much presence as they did the years before.
They had like a big stage and a bunch of lights and stuff
that
before.
This year,
they
so
weren't
I don't
doing
know
that.
why.
So, but still interesting, right? If you're a video gamer, definitely the place. How did they do on the tabletop side? Are they still kind of like off to the side?
It's still in the same place.
Is it?
Yeah,
That's kind
but
of
they
a
do that
shame.
so they can shut that down, so they can leave that open later. So they don't really intermingle it much at all.
Well, they have a PAX Unplugged that's just for tabletop gaming, so I guess they figure if that's what you're into, you'll just go to that.
But even for that, PAX South has the biggest tabletop gaming of all of them.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, well, I guess that kind of says something about, the gaming, like, here in this region or whatever.
Yeah. I think Black and Silver Dragon said he's never played Monster Rancher. He should play it.
I'm sure you can't even, like, find it anymore. Because it was for the PlayStation 1.
Yeah.
We're a little past that.
Just a little.
I guess maybe if you went to, like, someplace like Game Over or something.
Yeah.
Then you could totally find it. Or on the internet. I forget you can find everything on the internet now.
Or probably Stuart has a system that can push it.
That's too funny.
Actually, turn my mic up. They still have it for, they had it for DS. Last release was in 2011.
Oh, really?
Oh, yeah. I heard they did do it on
I wonder how it worked for the DS, though, because you couldn't put, like, music CDs in there or anything, so...
Probably a different version. They also have it for Android and Android. So if you look in the App Store, it might be still there.
Huh. Interesting. Well, maybe we have to do that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So.
My Pocket Rancher. Or
Cool.
if you're in Japan, Monster Farmer Pop.
That's cute. It was a cute game. I liked that game.
So, I looked at some of the games. They're pretty cool. Hebe Studios was there again. You saw in the video if you've seen it before. If you haven't, you should check it out. Right there. Hopefully we'll put something there so you can click on it. You can see the...
You can watch Vince's video. And then give him props because he's like still kind of noob to cutting video. That's why we do live because it's not his favorite pastime. So he's like getting faster and practicing and trying to learn transitions and stuff. He did a real cute test video that he showed me the other day where he practiced transitions and stuff.
Yeah, that I learned from one of Carlos's
from
videos,
Web Carlos.
Web Carlos.
Web Carlos. Speaking of YouTubers, if Hopeful Survivor's out there watching, or if you watch this later, Vincent and I just want to send a shout out to Hopeful Survivor. Like, stay hopeful.
Stay hopeful.
Keep your head up, okay? And keep going.
You're in our thoughts.
Yep.
So, Geeky TV.
Yes, I love TV.
So, yeah.
TV is my, like, kind of favorite pastime.
Because it's thebomb.com.
Because you sit around and you don't do anything.
I didn't get to see...
I don't know. You didn't get to see Flash or anything because they weren't new and you thought they were.
No, I thought they were and they weren't.
And then you got me all reeled in and then I was like, they're not new. That's old. It was
the
Crisis.
X-Files. I didn't see the second X-Files.
I wasn't really impressed with the first one, so I didn't care about missing the second one. But
second one was good. You missed a good one.
Oh, was it?
Yeah.
I got it recorded, so I'm gonna see it. So good.
Okay, good.
I'm glad they fixed.
Spoiler alert: there's a dead character that kind of comes back.
Oh, okay, pretty cool.
Since we spoil stuff for him all the time because he doesn't.
So he got to see something first before us now. So I am looking forward to Flash and everything coming back because I really did like their crossover.
Yeah.
Their Crisis on Earth X. And then I'm curious to see. I'm not loving the Legends have their ups and downs for me. So, but I'm curious to see where they're going to go with Firestorm and what they're going to do with that now that they've had the second part of that character pass away. So I'll be interested to see what's going on with that. And then some of the other Geeky TV is not even going to come out this year at all, period. Like, I heard Game of Thrones is not going to come out until 2019. Well, what the heck is that? By then, I'm going to forget everything that happened. I'm going to be like, why am I even watching this? Yeah. The other thing that we missed that I thought that I had, like, gotten the first episode for you was Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. So now we're having to backtrack and go back and see all of those.
Going for like weeks.
Yeah, it started in like mid-December.
I like it.
I don't even know what happened. I am liking it. It's kind of like sad, and it's one of those things
it's
that
cool. But they're like in space. Different, but not just space. Well, you gotta watch. I don't want to ruin it for. Well, it's been on for a while, so you've probably seen it.
So if they've seen it, they've seen it.
Yeah.
Like.
So they're in the future.
Yeah, they're in the future, and the world, like, they're living up in space because the world is pretty much gone. Because supposedly Daisy shook it apart. Mm-hmm. So I'm interested to see. That was kind of like the spoiler that we saw. So I don't know.
Quake.
Yeah.
She did a huge quake.
Yeah, enough of a quake to explode the planet. So that'll be interesting. So I'm interested to see what goes on. They've got some pretty decent bad guys in there right now that you pretty much hate. And then they have the race that's the same as the guy from the Guardians of the Galaxy who whistles and does the arrows. Mm-hmm. Yeah. I can't think of anything today. I'm so sorry. But that same race as him is like some of the antagonists on the show. So, and they're like pretty evil. Like, I don't like them. They're not nice. So,
and then Daisy doesn't need like her dampeners. I don't know if they
think we forgot
about that. But yeah, it hurts her when she uses her powers.
Yeah.
If she doesn't have the dampeners on there.
So yeah, it'll be interesting to see where that goes. Because we're only on like episode 3 or 4 or something and there's like 6 or 7 already. So we've got to get caught up on that.
So we get caught up on that one. So sorry we haven't been talking about that one. We didn't know what was going on because it started before everything else.
Yeah, it was like a mid-season kind of thing. So it started up and I was like, when did that start? I was all happy too because I thought I had done something nice for Vince. I was like, look, honey, because I don't really love Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. anymore. So I was like, look, honey, I put this on the DVR for you and you didn't even know what was happening. And then we started to watch it and he and I are like, when the hell did all this happen? It's like, I think we missed something.
Like, why are they in space?
And they're like really far along in the storyline and we're like, oh, it doesn't make any sense at all. Like, well, that's not what we saw last time. I was like, are they back in the framework? What happened? It was really weird. So we had to go backtrack. And then the other things we've like binge watched them.
Yeah. Well, because we have Netflix and we saw Punisher finally.
So I really, really, really liked Punisher. Like, it's up there with Daredevil. Yeah, it's up there with But let me warn you guys, if you haven't seen Punisher yet, it's brutal. There are some parts of it that make you kind of sad. Because it's some of the abuse that he puts upon people. Some of the abuse he takes.
The Punisher. The
abuse he's taking at the end. Oh, dear Lord. And you feel for him because you know everything he's been through. And yeah, he's done some really cruddy stuff, but he's also been through a lot. And so he is very good. The actor was very good. And the way they wrote it was very good at making you care about that character, I thought. Because if you don't care about him, who cares if he's getting the stuffing beat out of him, right?
Yeah.
But if you relate to him and you really care about him, you're like, oh, dang. They just like, what?
He's nothing like he is in real life. I met him once because he bumped into my chair and said, "Sorry, bro."
He's pretty chill. He's pretty chill in real life.
He is pretty chill.
In The Punisher, he's not chill. He has no chill going on. No. Like, everything sets him off, and he will just pretty much, break you in half.
John Bernthal.
Yeah.
So no, I really like that. I really like that they brought what's her name, Baby Vant.
Oh yeah, Jessica.
Jessica.
Oh, well, she's not Jessica in that. I don't remember naming this other one, but she's the lawyer girl. She does a good job. I like her. She's a good little actress. I liked her in Daredevil, so. But because she helped him with his case to do the tie-in to the Daredevil, because eventually we're going to cross over, I'm sure, and do some more stuff.
Disney.
Oh, Disney owns all those properties too?
Yeah.
Boy, Netflix is going to lose a lot when Disney leaves. Like, a lot. So
I don't know if they're going to hang on to Clone Wars or what. Maybe
I don't know.
not.
But Netflix, you know what? Netflix has enough of its own original shows that I think that it'll be okay.
Black and Silver Diamond says, TV is dying for me. TV's dying for you. Well, I mean, but you can watch
the younger
Netflix
generation just likes to watch YouTube. Like, they don't like TV because it's a whole 30 minutes, sometimes an hour. You got to sit for a whole hour and watch stuff. Nah, pass, bro. Movies, 2 hours. They've already shortened movies to an hour and a half. No, they're like, nah, that's too boring.
Back in my day, when we used to have a movie, there was an intermission because it was so goddamn long.
That's right. I used to sit through 3-hour movies. I love The Sound of Music, and that has an intermission in it. Yeah.
Was it JFK was really long.
Well, yeah, they're movies. Like, I don't know. I like them, but the younger generations, they don't. And you notice a lot of the times, I know this is not about TV, but you've noticed lately that a lot of times when you go to the theater now, it's all these like actors and famous directors and stuff thanking you. Like they have a little commercial of them thanking you for coming to the theater and stuff. And I think it's because they know that their art form may be dying.
Yeah.
Like
after our generation, I think so.
Yeah, because they can't sit through a movie. I mean, who says that Star Wars is boring? Like, all these little kids say...
The originals. 4, 5, and 6.
Sometimes it's boring.
Boring?
Boring.
4, 5, and 6?
Star Wars?
I'm done with Star Wars.
I feel hurt by all of this revelation.
Unless they have the blue walrus thing squirting milk everywhere, I don't care. Kill all those stupid puffin things.
You're just mad about the puffins.
I am mad about the puffins.
I didn't think it was boring.
Disney is going to eventually buy out Geek Out SA. Yeah.
Well, yeah, they want to give us money. That would be awesome. We'll take all of that.
Yeah, I don't know what they're going to do with the other $3.55.
I bow down to Disney. No.
So you saw that. What else did we start already? We started, of course, the X-Files already. What other
Good
ones did we
Doctor.
watch? The Good Doctor started again. That's really good.
That's interesting. I don't know how geeky that is, but we like it.
And that's it. And the Star Trek Discovery. That one's really good.
Yeah, so Star Trek Discovery can only be seen on CBS All Access because CBS is trying to do this little thing so that they can be like Netflix also and you just pay for their thing. Well, I don't think they're getting as many subscriptions as they thought they were, so they did the 30 days for free in hopes that you'll forget about it and then you won't,
So let's cancel that.
Cancel it, yeah.
We still haven't canceled Loot Crate.
Yeah, I know. I forgot. I need to cancel everything.
Why am I not surprised about that? Why?
I need to cancel it all. So we got the 30-day free trial because I've been dying to see Star Trek Discovery because I really love Star Trek.
It was really good.
So good.
And we binge watched that too.
I love Sasha from The Walking Dead. She's super good. She is all kinds of attitude. She's all kinds of Vulcan. She plays a human Vulcan really well. And this Star Trek Discovery is set about a decade before Kirk becomes captain of the Enterprise. So her character, she is a human, but she gets adopted by Spock's parents.
Yeah.
And so Spock's dad is her dad. So you watch, and they make some references and they talk about Spock because there's a big conflict in it that happens because of him and her and Spock. So it's nice to kind of like...
But we never see Spock.
You don't get to see Spock, but you hear him being brought up.
Because Spock's younger at that point.
Right.
He's younger than her.
He's younger than her. And then there's another character who I think really steals the show, and it's the guy, he was the fish dude in Hellboy. I can't remember anybody's names today. He's a really tall, like, lanky actor, and if
Abe
you
Sapien. He was Abe Sapien.
Yeah, he was Abe Sapien. Thank you. So he was Abe Sapien. So imagine Abe Sapien, but like really pale pink and taller and with like unicorn feet. Is the best way I can describe him. And he has these ganglia that come out of the back of his head when he gets like, when he's scared and he thinks something bad's gonna happen. Mm-hmm. But he was super good. He has that almost Data-esque kind of quality to him.
He sounds like Data.
Yeah, there's something kind of Data about him that like reminded me of Data. But he's not, obviously he's not an android. He's, you know, this species. But I thought he was cool. I really liked his character. I really liked his interaction with the other characters.
We see more of the Klingons, but the Klingons look way different. Yeah,
so they did a very far kind of removed makeup of what they thought the Klingons looked like.
Yeah.
So that does take some adjusting to, because you're like, that does not look like Worf to me. And even the Klingons from the original series.
From the original series were like nothing compared.
Well, because they just didn't have the makeup technologies at the time. So, and then they went super far with them on this one, which I think at first, when I first started watching the first couple of episodes, I was like, I'm not having none of this, right? I don't like this. But as I kind of settled into the episodes,
because they're going through and they're speaking Klingon.
We're so dumb.
So when we pause it to like get a drink or something, we're speaking fake Klingon to each other.
We're idiots.
And somehow we know what we're talking about.
Yeah. Well, I mean, we've been married for a really long time, but it's just like, and I couldn't do the fake Klingon now, but it's just like we were watching so many episodes, it gets stuck in your head, and then you're like, I don't know.
All you have to do is let it.
Yeah, we were doing a lot of that.
And there was no like Facebooking live of this stuff. This stuff is gold.
It was pretty funny. Like when we thought about it after, like, because we were doing it really naturally. Like we weren't even thinking about it. We were like, and then by the end we were like, wait, what the heck did I just do? Neither one of us speaks Klingon. Yeah, we're dumb. It was a lot of fun though.
That was funny.
I like doing stuff like that. I like having my husband as my friend, and then we can do stupid things like that and be like, okay, we dumb. But overall, I was really impressed with that. So I can't wait. We got to keep our eyes peeled for when the new season comes out so we can actually DVR it and not like try to find another free trial to get it on CBS All Access. I haven't even looked yet on the CBS All Access to see if there's even anything else worth watching on there before we cancel, because I was like, are there any other shows that are worth...
The new MacGyver, which I haven't even seen.
I just feel like I can't. Some of these shows, like I can't. And like MacGyver was MacGyver. It just was, right? Mm-hmm. Like I love Scott Bakula. He's so dreamy. I know it's weird that I think he's dreamy, but anyway, but I loved Quantum Leap. I loved Quantum Leap. So I can't imagine them like redoing it with somebody else. It's one of those that like, it was what it was. It was good with the dynamic of those two actors. Ziggy.
But you know what I did like? I did like Knight Rider.
The remastered?
Yeah. Well, sort of. It was his son.
I mean, it wasn't that great to begin with, so you couldn't have gone too wrong with Knight Rider 2.0.
Knight Rider wasn't... It was great.
It was all right.
It was like Kid against Goliath. That was like the ultimate thing, and then Kid died.
Yeah.
Actually, technically not Knight Rider 2.0. It was like Knight Rider 4.0.
Oh, really?
Because they had
Team Knight Rider. I remember that.
Oh, jeez.
And Knight Rider 2000.
Yes.
Oh, really?
That was filmed here in San Antonio.
Yep. The kit was floating up the San Antonio Riverwalk. It was awesome.
And Kit was red.
So apparently you liked all of that.
Yeah.
Knight Rider was never like my dad liked Knight Rider, but
Team Knight Rider. No, I don't know if I liked it as much. They took
Team
a lot of liberties with
was
that.
Awesomely bad, but it was good.
Yeah.
Good bad.
it was good, kind of bad.
But they took a lot of liberties. Like they would like change into different vehicles. Like completely different vehicles.
If they had the technology now, Team Knight Rider would be awesome because they'd all form into a big mech and it'd be so great.
Voltron.
Team Voltron Knight Rider. Yeah, I was like, oh, okay. Let's ask Alexa what she thinks of Knight Rider.
Alexa, what do you think of Knight Rider?
I don't have an opinion on that.
She never does. She has no opinions about anything. I want to call her a bad word, so I'm not going to say anything. I'm really mean to Alexa.
Alexa, do you like Star Wars or Star Trek?
I don't have an opinion on that.
See? What's her problem?
Alexa, do you like me?
Sure.
Sure.
I'm always happy to make new friends.
She's all, sure.
Sure.
I guess. You don't suck too much. She sounds like a teenager. Sure.
Is there going to be an Otaku Fair X Game Expo this year, Vince? No, there's not going to be.
That's not going to be a thing.
No, never.
Not ever.
There'll be a Game Expo, and there might be an Otaku Fair. I don't know.
I haven't seen any announcements. I don't know.
I haven't heard anything.
There's going to be a San Japan.
There's going to be San Japan.
So you can go to that. We actually saw Dave at PAX.
He actually works. He's an enforcer at PAX.
Yeah.
Or he does something there.
Yeah. You know, I think for people that like cons, they just like cons, right?
Yeah.
So we kind of like every time we're there, we see kind of the same groups of people like traveling around to the cons, and they like to volunteer and they like to go out there.
Well, like we ran into a little bit yesterday from Geek Vengers and the Blurred Nerd.
Mm-hmm.
So, but for some reason, PAX doesn't seem to want to let them come to, as media, the Geek Vengers to PAX style.
Because all of these things don't really want you unless you've got like 10,000 subscribers. It doesn't do their business any good.
I don't have 10,000 subscribers.
Right, and they don't want you.
Yeah, they did.
No, they didn't.
They took me last year.
They took you last year because you guys sent that email and made a big hullabaloo, or was that the year before?
That was the very first year.
Yeah. So maybe since you were already on their list, then they just continued.
Maybe.
Pity date.
Yeah, it kind of seemed like a pity date. Yeah, they don't really want us small YouTubers. Nobody cares about us. Like, we have 300 subscribers, you know, maybe 50 of them watch our stuff. That doesn't help their market. They're all, these big things, they're about making money. Like, that's the whole point. They're about making money. They're not about making friends. It's just like the whole Walmart thing. Oh, we're going to raise everybody's pay and, like, give everybody $1,000 and then cut all the jobs.
Close down a Sam's here.
Well, they're closing a lot of them.
Yeah.
It's not just here in San Antonio. So, you know, it's all smoke and mirrors, and it's all about making money. And so these big corporations, they don't care about any of us, and they don't want to give anybody a hand or give you a leg up or, you know, set you up so maybe you get an interview with a celebrity or something that might help you. And they don't care. So that's all right. It's whatever. That's the way the world works. So
we just have to go after it like we do. And it's all about knowing people.
Yes.
It's your contacts that you have. That's how I've been able to get into everything.
Yeah, so you got in, so it's kudos. And I'm to the point where, you know, everybody already knows that I don't really like conventions to begin with. Well, I think I did like them to begin with, but I think that you and I have just been to so many.
There's too many of them, and it's like they blend into each other, and
and some
nobody's
of them are
doing
just,
anything spectacular.
Right, nobody's doing anything new. Nobody's doing anything special. They all kind of blur together. They all just seem like the same old flea market type junk with fancy, you know, makeup on them. I don't know. It just isn't my thing anymore. I just am not loving it, you know.
Who knows? Maybe somebody will come up with a new thing.
I think maybe some of it is because the internet has made the world so much smaller.
The what?
Should get back on topic.
We should get back on topic.
I'm sorry. TV. I don't know. Oh, the Clone Wars.
The Clone Wars. We're on season 4.
Is that it?
Yeah.
Dude, we're struggling. And I like the Clone Wars. I don't know why it's taken us so long to watch them. Because you keep falling asleep.
No. You think I'm sleeping, but I'm not. Sometimes I fall asleep.
I like the last little section of ones we watched because it was all the younglings and they were getting their Kyber crystals and making their lightsabers and stuff. So
that was cool.
That one was cool. And it was
really
cute.
That.
It had the cute factor, so I'm all down for the cute factor and stuff like that. So.
And then you feel kind of sad because you know they're all gonna die.
Wow. Thanks.
Well, Darth Vader kills them all.
Spoilers.
It's not a spoiler. He's not gonna kill him in Clone Wars.
That would be awesome.
Those are the ones he kills?
He kills all of them.
Now Colin doesn't want to watch anymore.
I'm really sad.
We want tears on camera.
I'm I really am going to. That made me feel really sad. Why did you tell me that? Why would you tell me that? I really like the younglings. It's bad enough that the robots seem really human and cute and they say little cute things and then somebody blasts them with a blaster and I'm like, oh, sad. And now you told me that all the younglings are going to be dead?
Yeah. Thought you knew that.
No.
Well, you saw the movies.
But I thought they were different younglings.
They all...
I didn't make that connection.
Spoiler? No, we already know this.
They make me. That's okay.
Because they were cute kids.
Yes.
Yeah.
I teach little kids.
They were cute kids. And now
that's not nice. You made me cry.
We're now close up on Colin's tears.
Okay, talk about something else. Because now that made me sad.
So,
now we can't watch
Black and
TV
Silver
anymore.
Diamond really wants Mizumi-Con to come back someday.
Okay, well, that's not going to happen.
A man can only dream. It's never going to happen. Sorry.
Okay, TV. Oh my god, you're killing me.
Yeah, no, I haven't. I think that's...
I mean, we wanted to talk about TV, but we haven't watched that much TV because there hasn't been anything on. I mean, we watched Netflix, and then... I mean, it took us kind of a while to watch Punisher. Yeah. And it did take us kind of a while to watch Star Trek, just like a couple of days for each of them. So I guess that wasn't really a while when I think about it.
4 days to do all of them.
Well, because our rule is you watch an episode, and then you got to get up and do a chore, switch over the laundry, run back and forth with the dog for a minute, go sweep something, do something for a few minutes, and then you can come back. Because if not, we would sit all day. And I'm already heavy, so I don't need to be even heavier from sitting around watching TV all day. You know what I wish they would come back and do another one of? Because I keep looking at your thing right there. I would love for them to do another Terminator. I loved the Sarah Connor
Chronicles. Yeah.
I loved that one. I really wish they would do, and I know you loved it because Summer was on it, but she was good.
Yeah.
She plays that kind of cold, weird automaton type thing pretty well all the time. That's her thing. And she does really well. And then I liked, who was the mom? Who was Sarah?
The bad one in, what's her
name from
she's Cersei. Game of Thrones? Cersei.
She's Cersei, yeah. So she was really good in that too. I really liked that. So I wish that would have done better and lasted longer because I thought that was a really good show. Is there any movie or anything that you or any old 80s shows we're talking about the Knight Rider or whatever that you would like to see come back or that you really liked? Because we just watched Chips the movie, which was a really funny, and that was a fun show.
It wasn't like Chips at all.
No, it was just It's Chips Remastered or whatever. It was funny. It was funny for this, like, stupid funny. Like, for the sake of being stupid. And so it was stupid funny. But I don't know. I'm trying to think if there was any...
Knight Rider.
Because, like, I loved Quantum Leap, but I wouldn't want it to be anybody but who it was. So I don't know that I would want them to bring something like that back. And I've been wanting to see, like, Fuller House. Didn't I hear that they're doing a
live-action Star Wars show? Yeah, they are, right?
Yeah, I had heard that they were in the works to do that.
Because I know they did, like, a miniseries. Whatever that was called. Something...
You know, and that may be the connection, right? If we're losing people at the movies because they won't sit through a movie, but you can get them to sit through a TV show, and if you don't have to do commercials, maybe the TV show can be like 20 minutes long or something. Maybe that's the way to introduce some of this fandom, because that's how they're introducing Daredevil and Punisher and all that other stuff. So maybe that is a way to introduce something like Star Wars to... you know, a new generation of fandom is by doing it in a TV show version. So
I don't know. If they start making these movies even smaller, shorter and shorter.
Yeah. Well, I really, and I like,
and when they do that, they have to cut it so much that sometimes movies don't make sense, like Batman versus Superman.
Well, and speaking of Superman, that was what I was about to say before you cut me off. Was that I like Supergirl, but I miss having a Superman. I really like Smallville.
Yeah.
So I miss having a Superman show. I think that there's so much you can do with it, and I've found that most of the Superman shows have been pretty successful. Like I enjoyed the actors and stuff from that. Has there been a Batman TV show since
Gotham.
like? Yes.
It's pre-Bat.
It's pre-Batman, but like I was gonna say, like Adam West did his, and then we have Gotham. Was there something in between? I don't remember.
No, not.
Yeah, not live. Well, Birds of Prey.
I guess I don't remember.
But that was that one. But that didn't have Batman in it, though. It just had some of the characters.
Like Dick Grayson and some of them, or
no, they were all female.
Oh. I don't remember that one.
But that didn't last very long. It was like one season, right?
Batman generally has done better as animated series, right?
Yeah, the Batman animated stuff is awesome.
Yeah.
I used to love Batman Beyond.
Yes.
Really loved Batman Beyond.
I really liked that.
I could go
for... That was the coolest suit ever.
I could go for a really good, like, kind of adult cartoon like that. I mean, I know a lot of people have anime and they watch that. Some of the relationships and stuff sometimes and the way they are in anime is weird for me. So it's not always like what I want to see in an adult cartoon. So I wish they had more of that like Batman Beyond type stuff. I mean, I'm liking Clone Wars, which is, I don't want to talk about that anymore because that makes me cry. But that's kind of an adult cartoon. I don't know. Like, some of the stuff I just wanted to live in the 80s and just be there, like the Smurfs. I loved the Smurfs. I never did watch the movies. Like, they came out with 2 movies, you know, with Neil Patrick Harris. I could do another, like, Doogie Howser type thing. I miss having some kind of, like, child prodigy type show, maybe. I know they're trying to do that with the Sheldon thing. And we watched a couple of episodes of those at your dad's house.
What if they brought Quantum Leap with Scott Bakula? Because he keeps jumping and jumping and jumping still.
Now that he's older?
Yeah.
But of course, I don't know any actors' names.
Dean Stockwell, I think his name is.
I knew it was Dean something, but I couldn't remember the rest of it. Is he still even alive? Because it was kind of that chemistry between them, and then that ridiculous thing that he always had that he was...
We need a really stupid DC show like Rubberman.
Like a really stupid one?
Rubberman? Who's Rubberman?
Oh.
Plastic Man?
Plastic Man.
Yeah.
Or Animal Man.
I would love to see something
Gold,
with
perhaps.
the Wonder Twins. Wonder Twins, activate! That'd be too much CGI. They couldn't afford it. And Gleek. I love Gleek.
Black and Silver Diamond said, I love Teen Titans Go because I can.
Teen Titans Go is cute. I
Yeah.
like that, but the people that I know that are really into Teen Titans hate Teen Titans Go because it's so like campy and stuff. And I hear that Rick and Morty is like the adult cartoon to watch, but we've watched it a few times, and maybe it's because I haven't watched it in sequence that I'm like.
I think it's funny. Does it need to be in sequence though? It's all over the place.
Sometimes I feel like they're just trying to be gross and weird just to try to be gross and weird. Like, I don't know.
They're overly gross.
Maybe I don't get it. Maybe I need to watch it a few times to get it.
You're just too old.
Maybe I'm too old. Yeah. I am kind of old. I'm getting up there. I have to get progressive lenses, and I will be wearing glasses all the time from now on. Fun times. So yeah, I don't know. I don't know about Rick and Morty. People are always saying like Rick and Morty.
I mean, I like what I've seen.
Have you?
Yeah.
You seem like less than interested every time we watch. You're like, I'm going to sleep.
Why? We've never seen it together.
Yeah, I've watched it a few times in the bedroom. Jace?
Or maybe I was tired.
Yeah.
I didn't know you were watching it.
Well, maybe we'll try that one again and see if that one strikes us. Because everybody I know is like, I don't even know what Pickle Rick is.
It's a pickle that is Rick.
I mean, inherently, I get that much. I have a brain. But I don't know what, like, leads to it or what it means or what the end storyline is or anything like that.
Mm-hmm.
So I miss out on some of these jokes. Because I don't know what any of it is. I don't get it.
What other picks do we have? Oh. But that's not a TV show. They're going to do a live-action He-Man
Shut up.
movie.
Oh, a movie?
They've been saying that for
For
the
a lot.
last 20 years. They just need to give it to WWE Studios and it'll be fine.
He-Man.
I'm serious. If that's all they need, a Hollywood buff dudes running around in tights, it'd be awesome.
Yeah.
Some wrestling moves in.
Yep. And a super cool Skeletor.
Yeah.
You gotta have a good Skeletor.
Nobody can beat the Skeletor from
Thundercats. They need to bring Thundercats back.
No more Thundercats. We're done with Thundercats.
We are?
Yeah.
No,
Well, I like them.
Thundercats.
They need to come back as a 80s band. Oh wait, they were going to do that.
Did you not like the
Thundercats.
new Thundercats?
It was alright. It was not too bad.
Yeah, it wasn't too bad. I liked it. The animation was pretty slick. I kind of liked it. I didn't watch all of that one either. I keep derailing.
But he was a
on
lot
this
younger.
Show. Yeah,
Lionel
it
was a lot younger.
when they were younger. They were kind of like teenagers or whatever. So, I think they've been doing a lot of that. Is trying to do this teenage crossover, or these characters at different times in their lives.
What they've been trying to do is gear a lot of stuff towards our generation, but make it shorter for the younger generation.
So we will watch it with our kids.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we drag our kids and be like,
but
watch
in
this.
doing that, they make it too short, and they can't tell the story that they need to tell in the time that they have.
Yeah.
So that's unfortunate.
So I am looking forward to Gotham now that you brought up Gotham coming back, because that broke my heart too. Everything breaks my heart lately. Bruce being a real...
Oh, and then the Flash. The Flash is... He's going to be in jail.
Yeah. But he's the Flash, so is he really going to be in jail?
Well, but he's Barry. He has to do what's right. He's going to stay in there.
Because he can just
Even though he
phase through
doesn't
the
have
wall. I'm out. I'm free.
Hey, I know I gotta love the big city. You know what I mean. I still say Mask. Just watch some on YouTube. Mask was a cool show. Did you ever watch that?
Mm-mm. What's that about?
They would have like cars that fly and stuff like
It was
that.
basically Transformers without robots.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Like the humans would control
the other one that
vehicles.
I've been curious about, but I didn't watch the first time, so I don't know if I would get it now, is The Tick.
I saw the one episode. before they actually released it.
Mm-hmm.
It seemed pretty good.
Yeah, that's what I've heard.
But it was from the guy from whatchamacallit.
It's the guy from
Spy?
Seinfeld, right?
From Spy.
From Spy?
The one that's always trying to be up on her.
The one that's Italian, but
Yeah.
then British, but then he's
It's
like,
him.
am I really British?
Yeah,
or,
it's him. It's not Putty.
Oh, really?
It's not Putty anymore.
Interesting. But I don't know if like it'll mean anything to me since I never watched the original. Like if I'll care anything about it.
You never saw the original?
Mm-mm.
It seemed pretty good. I liked it.
It may have been on cable or
But
something.
it didn't seem like the original.
Are we talking about the Netflix tick?
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
The Netflix tick is good.
Yeah.
Is it?
It's written by the same guy that wrote the original Tick comics.
Oh, okay. So maybe we should check that one out too, because I had heard that we should check that
Yes,
out.
you
Yeah.
should be watching Amazon.
Should watch-
Tick, Johnson Van Johnson, which you still haven't.
I
written
still
on.
haven't had a chance to watch that, and that looks
You guys
hilarious.
suck. I've done all this research, and you haven't watched anything. I watched X-Files the other night. No, you guys
No, I
didn't
haven't
watch it.
watched it at
It's the
all.
only show that I've got that's current.
Dude, and we should have watched the X-Files, and then I don't even know why we didn't.
That the only other show that I'm current on is Curse of Oak Island. And guess what? They still haven't friggin' found anything. 5 friggin' years and they haven't found anything.
You're like, I'm so over it.
Yes, but that was our picks for
Did we pick
Geeky
anything?
TV. Well, we picked some stuff that we want to come
I
back.
picked Star Trek.
Yeah.
I picked Star Trek. Star Trek Discovery. I pick it. It's good.
We're going to do something different next time on Geeky TV. I'm telling you now. I've got an idea.
Okay. Stuart
Good.
has ideas, and he's going to help us out, because I'm all about ideas, and my brain is fried. I'm super out of it.
So thanks for checking this out. If you haven't subscribed to us yet, please subscribe to us. I'm going to be at PAX South tomorrow, so if you want to message me through Facebook or something, and we'll meet up or something, or I'll interview or you do something, it'll be fun. But thanks for checking us out. I'm Vince.
I'm Colleen, and that's Stuart.
Geek out, SA.